Okay, so I'm good. Great. So let me share my screen. I'm gonna be sharing my screen and we're gonna have a presentation. So let's go. The topic of today's speaking, let's say, or of our talking club is sleep. We're gonna be talking about sleep. Can you see my screen? Can you see the presentation?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, great. I'm glad that you can see it. So here we go. The first question. Do you fall asleep easily or does it take you a while? Бұл жерден бұл сұраудагы a while деген сөз, бұл деген кандай десем, кандайдыр бир уақыт, бир узак уақыт деп которулат. Демек, бұл суроону кандай түшүнсөк болот? Сиз оңой эле уктап каласызбы, же болбосо уктоого бир канча убакыт алабы сизди? Бир канча убакыт кетеби? Hello?
My name is Ali. I'm here for improving my English.
That's great. Welcome. Can you please repeat your name?
Yeah, right. My name is Talant.
Talant, nice to meet you, Talant. Okay, so this is your first time here, as I take it. So, welcome. And here's the first question. We're talking about this. We're talking about sleep. So, in general, right?
Yeah, I get it, the question. As I know, and for example, I talk to myself when I trying to sleep. It takes really like and that's why I would say I cannot just sleep easily.
Okay, I got it. So, it takes half an hour, usually, right?
Yeah.
About half an hour. I got it. So,
Yeah, and whilst that time, I spend my time with my phone and watching some kind of videos. Yes, like this.
I see. But
Yes, as usual.
okay, great. I would say that half an hour is not that long, right? It's pretty. I don't know. It's not a while, right? I mean, good for you, right? Good for you. At least it's not an hour, not 2 hours, right?
I would say yes. It's 1.5 hours. It's pretty normal for human beings, I think.
Okay, great. So thank you for your answer. That was a good one. So, anybody else? Anybody else who's gonna be answering next?
I want to answer.
Sure.
I fall asleep very easily nowadays because during the day I get so tired with my children. They take my energy completely. I feel myself as a phone without charge.
I see. Okay, that's a good putting of words, like a phone without charge, right? Okay,
Yes.
great. So, do you think that you fall asleep because of your children and because that you are busy during the day? Is that the reason?
I think like that, but sometimes I think maybe I get older.
I see. And how was it in the past when you were younger?
When I was young, it was the same, but not like this one. Nowadays, I mean.
I see.
Before it was very easy to fall asleep for me too. But nowadays, it's enough to, for example, I can fall asleep in different places, in front of the TV, or when I make my daughter sleep. At that time, I fall asleep.
I see.
Before my daughter.
I see. Before your data. I see. I got it. I mean, it happens to parents, right? I mean, yeah, I have noticed many times that parents, and especially if someone has not only one but I don't know, several children, they fall asleep easily because they are busy during the day and they're actually tired in the end of the day, right? Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, thank you. So, hello Anarjan, hello Ruslan, welcome. Can you hear me? Okay. So I think I believe they hear me, but maybe they can't speak. So anybody else who's gonna be talking next?
May I?
Sure, of course.
It is not easy for me. If I'm really tired, I can fall asleep easily. But if I very tired, if I am very tired, it takes.
So it takes a while if you are very tired, right?
No. If I am very tired, I can sleep easily.
Uh-huh.
But generally, I can't sleep easily.
I see. So what's the reason for that? Is there any particular reason in your opinion? I mean, is there anything that prevents you from falling asleep easily?
I don't know. I think I don't like sleep. If I sleep long time, I have
Ache, right? You have an ache if you. I see.
generally I. Is enough for me.
5 to 6 hours. Okay, I would say that's pretty short. Okay, thank you. So, Isabella, please.
It concerns to my how I spent my whole day. If I physical tired, I can sleep easily. But if I stressed or quarreled with somebody, it's very hard to speak. It takes some. Sometimes it takes 3-4 hours. That's all.
Before you fall asleep, right?
Yes.
I see. That's a very long time, I would say. Yes. I mean, sometimes it's the same for me. So how it works for me? Let me explain. So there is a special time during the day, about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. If I don't fall asleep at 8 or 9 p.m., I won't be falling asleep until 2 or 3 in the night, or let's say in the morning. So it works for me like that. If I miss the timing, I lose the sleep. So yeah, it's pretty weird.
Even I watched influence films. I thought about this film about 2 hours. Maybe I'm so person.
So it's a personal thing, right?
Yes.
I see. So it's a personal thing. I got it. Of course, I mean, our biological hours, or let's say our bodies, work differently, right? Okay. So thank you very much. Good answer. So anybody else? Who's gonna be speaking next? I guess that's it. So let's move to the next slide. The question is, what do you do if you can't fall asleep? So imagine you can't fall asleep at all. It happens to all of us sometimes, right? So what do you do? Yes, Holland, please go on.
Yes, may I will answer for this
Of
question.
course, sure.
Yes, it's obviously I will watch maybe some kind of movies in my phone, and it can be really so interesting to me because when I cannot just sleep, yes, it's obviously really so much to watch. I will watch movies and then I will try to sleep because it is really so important to us, for human beings also. And yes, I have only this version.
I see.
Right.
So you say that if you can't fall asleep, you watch movies or some videos, right? And then after some time, you actually try to fall asleep again, right?
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, thank you. So, anybody else? So, who's gonna be next?
May I?
Sure.
I read book.
You read books. Okay.
Especially boring book, and I fall asleep.
I see. I wonder, what kind of books do you consider boring?
Academical books.
Academical books. I see. That's a classical way, right? That's a classical way to fall asleep. I mean...
Yes, effective way.
You say that's effective, right?
Yes.
Because I don't usually read books before falling asleep. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. So here's what I do if I can't fall asleep. Actually, I wouldn't say even usually. Always. Every time I can't fall asleep, I don't sleep at all that night. For example, if I can't fall asleep until 1, 2, 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, I just don't sleep at all. I just go on, I don't know, do some work or maybe watch a movie, and then the next day starts and I feel a little bit dizzy, I feel a little bit tired, I feel actually terrible, but it goes away after a couple of hours, after a cup of coffee. So I'm okay the next day. And the next day I actually fall asleep very easily because I am actually very tired. And it's really good for me. I like it. So, what do you say about that? Is it a good way, in your opinion?
It can be, but it is very tired way. Exhausted way.
That's right. Yes, that's very exhausting, and some people say it's even dangerous to the organism, right? So, yeah.
Yes.
But at least it works for me. It's, it's good for me. Maybe I will see the consequences later. I don't know.
Yes, and I just prefer, and also we shouldn't sleep in the day because it happens to me very often when I sleep in the day and then I cannot sleep at night, and I think that's the reason.
I see. Okay. Anybody else? Who's gonna be answering? Zinat, Isabella, what about you?
As for me, I try to listen classical music or soft music. Sometimes I lay down back.
So you lay on your belly?
Yes.
Мындай ичиңизге жатып, ичиңизге жатыппы? Же аркаңызга жатыппы?
Ичим менен жатып.
I see, I see. So you lay on your belly, or you lay belly down, okay?
Yes, I try to lay on my belly, and it works very good.
I see. It's very interesting. I don't know. I don't even know what to say because I've never heard anything like that. Does it really help laying on your belly?
Yes, for me it is very useful or very effective way
I see.
to sleep.
I see. I mean, it sounds like cheating, I would say. Yeah, that's very interesting. I would say very effective and very easy, right? Because you don't have to really do anything. You just lay down on your bed or on your belly. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, Anarjan, can you hear me? Anarjan Murзабекова, угулуп жатабы?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's me, Guli.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guli.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm from another.
I see. Okay, got it, Guli. So, what do you say? If you can't fall asleep, what do you do?
If I can't sleep, I don't go to bed. I will work until 1 o'clock. I will see TV until 2 o'clock.
So you just do stuff until you feel tired, right?
Yeah.
I see. But
It depends. If I am, if I spend my day stressful, I that day it's problem with sleeping, and I will go.
I see. Okay, got it. So, thank you.
I want to answer too.
Sure, of course.
If I can't fall asleep, I read books, and also I surf on the internet. But surfing on the internet has negative effect. If I surf on the internet, it means that I will be awake until the morning.
I see. Yes, it works like that, of course, because it keeps our brain working, right? It doesn't let us sleep. But you mentioned books. What kind of books do you read to fall asleep, actually?
It can be different kind of books, literature books, maybe sometimes related to my department, should I say, or profession.
You could say that profession or job, or
related to my job, to my profession. Different kinds of book.
So it helps. It works for you, right?
Yes, of course it helps.
I see. Okay, reading books is, I mean, it's really easy, right? It's a really good way to fall asleep because some people, it works for some people and it's great, but it's ineffective for some people like me, for example. So yeah, I kind of envy you. So thank you. Thank you for your answer. So next, who's kids video? Can you hear me? Yes, kids video. Can you hear me? Sorry, I don't know your name. Okay then. So let's move to the next slide. Here's the next slide. So, have you ever dreamt something that later came true? It happens sometimes, right? We see something in our dreams, and not exactly the next day, right? Not exactly the next day, but I don't know, maybe it's after some time it actually happens in real life, right? So does it happen to you?
May I answer for this question?
Sure, of course.
Yes, and it happens to me sometimes, really, and when I dream it, and maybe after 1 week, it really I before dream it, and I feel this emotion, it's like real, so unreal for me, unreal situation. I guess it happens to everyone.
I see. So let me ask you about dreams in general. Do you remember your dreams after you wake up?
Yeah. Yes, honestly, I remember my dream after sleep. And after sleeping, yes. And yes, I just remember.
So it's very impressive, I would say. It's unusual because I don't usually remember the dream after I wake up. It happens to me very seldom. I mean, very seldom. Okay. Okay. So.
Yes, I guess it depends on dream, I guess.
And on person too, in my opinion. Okay, thank you. So, anybody else who's going to be answering?
Can I ask?
Of course.
Good evening.
Good evening. Of course.
Yes, I've ever dreamed something that later came true. I noticed this a lot of time. There is one moment when I dreamt and I
Forgot. I forgot.
Forgot about it. It will came true. And if I dreamt and think about all time, it will not come true.
It will not come true, right? I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay. That's kind of weird, right? That's interesting. Interesting how it works, right? Interesting how our dreams and real life works. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So, anybody else?
Can I ask? Can I answer the previous question?
The previous question, of course. This one.
Yes. When I can't fall asleep, I close my eyes and I begin to dream. Last time, my mother said that when she can't fall asleep, she drink water with flowers.
Water with flowers. Do you mean flowers? Гүлдөр менен деп айтып жатасызбы? Гүлдөр менен,
Гүлдү сууга чылап туруп.
So it's basically tea, right? A flower tea. I got it. Okay.
Yes. And I сабрала деген пут этпеле? Сарбала. Гүлдөрдү чогултуп алып деген.
Gather. Же болбосо collect.
I collect these yellow flowers and I want to make tea with these flowers.
I see. Make tea with yellow flowers.
Yes.
And have you tried the tea yourself?
No, I can't try to it because I forgot about it all time.
I see. Okay, thank you. That's a good answer. I mean, actually we forgot about the teas, right? Teas actually help. Yeah, tea actually helps sometimes for some people. Okay, it's soothes. I mean, yeah, it makes her more relaxed, right? And having a drink actually, yeah, in general, it's a good thing. So, about this question, who's gonna be answering? Zinat, Isabella, what do you think?
I will answer.
Sure.
Nowadays I don't dream like for 5 or for 10 years, but before my dreams used to come true. And I was like a fortune teller.
Okay, that's interesting.
If someone started something new, he or she used to ask me he or she will be successful or not. But generally I don't like dreaming.
Why is that? Why don't you like dreaming?
After dreams, especially like hard dreams, I don't know, is it correct to say hard dream? I feel myself tired in the morning.
I see. Okay, I can't understand that, but okay, it's really weird, right? It's really interesting. It's very unusual that.
I feel like I didn't sleep at night.
I see.
I sleep, but in the morning I feel myself tired after the dream.
I see. And why do you think you're not having any dreams the last 10 years?
Maybe I'm too tired, I don't know.
I see. Maybe you're just too busy, right? Okay, got it. Thank you. So, anybody else?
May I?
Of course, sure, Selim.
I don't know as for the answer of this question because I don't remember my dreams. I have not dreams.
You don't have dreams, or you just don't remember them, right?
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Because my sleeping time is not long. If someone doesn't interrupt my sleeping, I feel that I fall in dark just a moment, and I wake up in short time. It is dark for me.
I see. So for you, it's just darkness.
Yes.
And do you remember the last time you had a dream?
No, I can't remember. If someone interrupts my sleep, I feel that I see some things flew. After waking, I couldn't remember.
I see. And how do you usually wake up? Do you use an alarm, or do you wake up yourself?
On work days, I set alarms. At the weekend, I wake up normally.
I see. Okay. Yes. Anybody else who wants to answer? Isabella, maybe you. So another question then: is there anybody who doesn't use alarms at all and wakes up yourself? I mean, yeah. Is there anybody?
Can I answer to this question?
Of course, sure.
I couldn't say that I remember my old dreams, but many years ago, I saw my dream that I found X at the baltada.
Bura aks. Aks. Ne içine amin aytабыз. Aks. Okay.
Axe, I found axe and I was birth, да?
You will give birth. Мисал үчүн туулуу, мисал үчүн туулуу деген бул to be born, мисал үчүн бирөөнүн төрө бул деген to give birth. Немеге чатка жазып коеюн, мындай болот. Give birth.
That my mother-in-law predict that I would give birth a son in the future, and it predicts came truth. I gave a birth a boy, and later then I found necklace. And I myself predict that it will be a girl, and I gave a birth my daughter.
I see. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, I haven't heard stories like that. I mean, it's really weird, right? It's really weird to find a connection between the dreams and reality. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
After that prediction, I believe that dream describe or retell something true.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your answer. So let's move to the next one. Do you ever suffer from nightmare?
Can I?
Sure.
In my childhood, I saw many horror films, and I always suffer from a nightmare. But now I don't suffer from nightmare. No, but tomorrow in Bazar Kurgan, in our region, was earthquake.
Yesterday, right? Yesterday.
Yes, yesterday earthquake was. After that, it was for me as a nightmare.
I see. Okay. It was a nightmare about the earthquake. I see.
Yes.
Okay. So, anybody else?
Yes, and may I answer?
Of course. Sure.
Yes, and when I moved to my village, to Jalalabad, and as I know, there are a lot of poison snakes, and that's why at night I was suffer, and just I couldn't sleep there. And after that, I figure out, and there are not like poison snakes, and then I started to sleep. Yes, it was like this.
I see. Okay, so you're afraid of snakes. Бул жерден кичине оңдоп кетейин, систем. Мисалы үчүн эки сөз бар, у деген, мисалы үчүн кыргыз тилинде у деген сөз бар. Англис тилинде болсо андай эки сөз бар. Бирөөсү poison, экинчиси болсо venom. Бул экөөнүн айырмасы бар. Мисалы үчүн poison деген бул адам колу менен жасалган у. Мисалы үчүн бирөөнү мисалы үчүн чычканды өлтүргөндү же болбосо кандайдыр бир у, адамдын колу менен жасалган ууну биз poison дейбиз. А эгерде кандайдыр бир жөргөмүш же болбосо жылан жөнүндө болсо, анда venom деген сөздү колдонобуз. Venom деген ошо жыландын уусу. Анан жылан бир уусу бар деп айтсак, мындай venomous snake деп айтабыз. Venomous snake. Okay, thank you. That was a very good answer. So about the snakes. Okay.
You're welcome.
So anybody else? Who's gonna be next?
May.
Sure.
suffering. He's suffering from the midnight.
From nightmares, right?
Nightmare.
Mhm.
Nightmare.
And how do you deal with that? How do you deal with those nightmares?
Deal?
Deal. Ошол кандай десем, кандай бир чечим таптыңыз же болбосо бир нерсе жардам береби же
I cannot find solve for this problem.
solution, eh? Solution.
Solution. Yeah. Solution of this problem. Just he is lying with us. He lies with us.
Just stays, eh? Stays with us. Stays with us.
Yes, stays with us. He's 12 years old.
He's
I think it's connected with that. He saw a lot of movies.
horror movies, right?
Horror movies with his sister. I think.
And that's the reason. That's the reason he's having nightmares, right?
Yes, I think that is reason.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. So, anybody else? So,
When I was child, I did, but not now, because as I said, I don't remember my dreams.
I see. But you remember that you used to have nightmares when you were a kid, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay, that's very deep, right? I mean, it's not the same. I mean, having nightmares as an adult is not the same as having nightmares as a kid. It's different, right? We feel,
Yes.
we feel it deeper.
Yes. It happened. Usually, it happened after horror film. So I don't advise parents to let their children watch horror films.
That's right. Of course. I guess, parents should control what their children watch, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you. Anybody else?
May I answer?
Sure. Of course.
When I was a child, and especially when I was ill, I used to suffer from nightmare. And as a deal, my mother used to put a knife under my pillow. I know that this is superstition, but as a child, I used to believe it, and it helped me.
I see. Just feeling confident actually helps sometimes, right?
Yes.
I see.
It's something, I think, psychological.
Of course. Yes, it has a psychological effect on you. Of course. Yes. That's a good way to dealing with it, right? Because it's effective. That's why it's useful. Okay. So, anybody else who wants to answer or to add something? So, I guess that's it. So, the presentation is over. So, guys, do you have any questions regarding the presentation, regarding the application, or anything else? Do you guys?
What about you? Do you ever suffer from nightmare?
Yes, I do sometimes. Sometimes I do. I do have nightmares. Not very often, of course. But usually, I don't remember the nightmare, the dream. I don't remember the whole dream, but I remember that. So, the last time I had a nightmare was about me killing somebody. So, in my dream I killed somebody, and I was feeling guilt for that murder. I was feeling very bad. I was thinking to myself, why did I kill that person and what's gonna happen next? So I remember my emotions. And it's not a usual nightmare when, for example, you're drowning or you were running away from monster or something like that, but it was really emotional. I could really feel myself in that position. So yeah, it was the last time I remember it. Okay then, so thank you for asking. But sometimes it's really good not only asking questions but to answer them too. Okay. So guys, thank you. If you don't have any other questions, we can end the talking club. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you for being active, and see you on Friday. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. See you.
See you.
Yeah, thank you very much for this conversation. And
Good.
I want to say only and thanks really, Ray, and one more time, thank you very much. And I hope we will meet again on Friday, I guess.
Sure, of course. So see you on Friday then. Good night.